I upset my girlfriend by not eating the vegan meal that she cooked me for my birthday. My girlfriend and I have been dating for a little over a year and a half. She is vegan and I have known this since before we were officially dating. I've never had an issue with this. She's a great girl and hasn't tried too much to push her vegan ideals and stuff to me. There has been a few times where she's made comments like, "I can't believe you actually eat that," or, "Vegan food is so much better for you." I've shrugged these off as they haven't bothered me too much. I'll eat about anything and I do love meat. I make an effort to try some of the vegan things she makes, but she knows that I don't like most of the stuff. For my birthday I told her beforehand the restaurant that I wanted to go to. It was somewhere that doesn't really have good vegan options, and I did know this. When going out we always normally make sure that the place has good options for both of us. I figured that since this was my birthday that we could make exceptions though. I was working on my birthday. Our plan was for me to come home and open presents and then go out to eat. I arrived home and immediately smelled food when I walked in. I got into the kitchen and sure enough saw a lot of food laid out. I said, "Did you decide to cook yourself dinner?" She said, "No silly, this is all for you, happy birthday." I tried my best to look enthused but I know that I had to look really disappointed. The food honestly looked terrible to me. Some vegan options are okay, but what she did was try to do mock versions of my favorite meals, which I always hate. I'd rather the vegan food be its own thing. She finally asked if something was wrong. I told her that while I appreciated the effort she put in, there was no way that I could eat this. She started tearing up and telling me how much work she put in to make it special for me. She said that she did this so we wouldn't have to go to the restaurant I picked because it sounded awful to her. She thought this would be a good compromise. I ended up driving out to get the food that I originally wanted. I tried to take it back by her place to eat it with her but she told me not to and for me to leave her alone. I tried to apologize and tell her that I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. What do? I've tried to apologize but it didn't seem to work. I guess I've hurt her really bad by doing this. I'd like to try to make this relationship still work. She didn't make the meal for you, she made it for herself. If it was made for you, it would be things you like to eat. As it stands she's just trying to convert you to veganism. As a vegan I must admit this wasn't a great idea. It was your birthday and wasn't the time for, "Let me show him I can cook his favorite food just as good vegan style." This was more about her trying to prove a point than it was about your birthday. And she failed. She cooked herself a special meal and acted like it was for you. Good luck. She totally discredited all your wishes for your own birthday without talking to you just so she had more vegan options. To add to it she did it in a way that absolutely only caters to herself. And now after she rigged this trap, she is gaslighting you. It's just one incident but man it's a doozy. Vegan here it sounds like she was inconsiderate in ignoring where you wanted to go for dinner. You two probably need to talk about how y'all will handle food long term. Can you both accept each other as you are? If she wanted to do something like that for you she should have made yours with meat and hers without. Or even went to the restaurant you chose, ordered yours to go, and made herself something and you guys could have ate together. She was being inconsiderate to your diet. Yeah, I'd be pissed too if she was doing it for you. She would have called the restaurant, found out what her options were and then ate accordingly. If she could only eat lettuce then she needs to eat lettuce while you enjoy your birthday dinner. I'd be super upset. Don't tell me cauliflower is chicken. Just don't. Did she ever apologize for ruining your birthday dinner? That's important, because if she didn't even mention it, then it is all about her on your birthday of all days, and that's a bad sign. Lol, she should have done what you wanted, not getting you to become vegan for the day, in your birthday at that. Kind of a weird thing of her to do. I dunno. You've apologized but I guess she'll just have to respect your diet choices and she won't be offended. She's entitled to her dietary requirements, so are you. I tried to apologize and tell her that I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. What do? I've tried to apologize but it didn't seem to work. I guess I've hurt her really bad by doing this. I'd like to try to make this relationship still work. Yes you did. Don't beat around the bush here. She crossed a line for you on your birthday and you told her as much. If you go back and try and apologize, you've lost the entire point of making her upset in the first place. We can talk about what is right and wrong until we're all blue in the face. You however reacted that way because that's how you felt. Maintain it and stand your ground. If she can't see what she did wrong here, I think you gotta move on. This is messed up on multiple levels, but the bottom line is that she does not respect you. She seems very selfish and entitled. It's your birthday, not hers. It has me wondering what else she's being selfish about. It's the one day you're allowed to have things done your way, enjoy it. It sounds like she tried to make your own birthday about herself and her wants. She should be the one apologizing to you. She could have just gone to the restaurant with you and had a drink or something. Try taking her to a meat restaurant for her birthday and get upset when she doesn't like it. This sounds really selfish and passive-aggressive of her. I was vegetarian for years and it really isn't that hard to make a meal out of things offered on a steakhouse or barbecue menu. Least vegan things I could think of. You can call ahead and ask ahead of time what items fit your diet. If you must, eat first and nurse a drink while others eat. This is ridiculous. If I want a ribeye, kale and tofu will not cut it. I'm generally pretty pro-vegan and this is pretty messed up on her part. She did this to trick you. I'm interested to know what type of place this is because she could have eaten fries and a salad for one meal. Or even eaten before and just had drinks. Yeah, this wasn't great on her part, but it was kind of a jerk move choosing a place she wouldn't really be able to get anything at. I mean, yeah, it's your birthday, but on my birthday I still want my wife to be happy. It was your birthday. She made it about her. Is that really a relationship you want to make work? I eat meat, I cook at home, but if my girlfriend chooses to cook, I will eat it no matter what without a complaint. Grow up, dude. Your birthday, your rules. Do yourself a favor and get rid of the vegan. It won't end well, trust me. This is the hill you both chose to die on. It sucks because she made food. But it is your birthday and already planned beforehand. If she had a problem with the place, she should have tell you beforehand, not ambush compromise you. So she made your birthday about her? She didn't like what you wanted to do, so she decided to cook a vegan meal and expected the birthday non-vegan to be pleased? And now she is upset. Sounds like she's a keeper, not. Really, it sounds like she's just trying to get you to become vegan. If she wanted to cook something nice for you, she would have made your actual favorite foods in the non-vegan version. I'm vegetarian and have cooked a steak for my boyfriend for special occasions because I know he likes it and I wanted to do it for him. I made a veggie alternative just for me in those cases. So honestly, it's not that hard. She also entirely ignored the fact that eating out at a restaurant and having dinner at home are entirely different things. Especially for your birthday, where maybe you want to dress up nice and do something you don't usually do. I don't see in what world what she did would be seen as a good compromise. It's shitty that she is clearly in the wrong here for going about this on your birthday, but that you will end up having to apologize for something. Diet incompatibility is a thing. Just like sexual incompatibility. It's your birthday, you get to pick the meal, at least in my family. She overstepped. And for her to be mad is odd. She sounds crazy. Honestly, if she wants to be vegan, good for her, but trying to force you on your birthday and then acting immature like that was pretty low of her. Dude, you and the lady aren't compatible. Her cooking you food that she enjoys, and knows you don't, is not a compromise. Maybe she was annoyed you picked a place with poor vegan options, who knows? But, she did a lot of work that was unnecessary in the first place, then throws a fit at you for not being thankful for effort you didn't ask for. I don't think you have anything to apologize for, here. Honestly, I'd just let her be angry. Once she feels like contacting you again, maybe hash out why she felt the need to ignore a reasonable request from you on your birthday. I'm not so much concerned by the vegan thing, but this was very self-serving of her, and very inconsiderate. How she got you to believe you do something wrong I have no idea, but this is some red flag stuff here. Y'all may not be the best match. I'm sorry this happened on your birthday. As someone who is vegan, I would not go to a restaurant that does not have food options for me to eat. And I would not expect any of my loved ones to expect me to go to a vegan place where I cannot eat. So if you knew that there wasn't much anything for her to eat, IDK, why you would want the two of you to go there. I understand why she cooked you a meal. She probably thought that she was doing something nice for you. But she should not have expected you to eat it. The both of you need to communicate much better, especially on if either of you can be with someone with different dietary needs. Unless it's fruit or veggies. Vegan food is 85% over processed junk and is not good for you. It is good for animals. Not humans. I mean, tofu smells like Play-Doh, for fuck's sake. If she's upset that you won't eat vegan food, then you have every right to be upset she doesn't eat meat since she knew you aren't vegan from the beginning. Seems like a toxic double standard on her part. You'd never make her suck it up and eat meat on her birthday. There's nothing to apologize for. You were sweet in rejecting and now she's being a bratty child about it. Since you didn't know that the restaurant doesn't provide vegan options, I'd say your girlfriend is very selfish. She doesn't care about what you want and doesn't listen to what you want. She's not that innocent. So you knew the restaurant had no really vegan options, but it's an exception because it's your birthday? That's not what veganism is about. Yikes. I'd be pissed, too. At least try the food, man. You messed up, but you just need to talk with her about it. She should have gone with you where you wanted, but she obviously cares about you. I've had a horrible dinner or two cooked for me by my GF, but I smile and pretend it's great. It's just a birthday. You have to appreciate that she cooked for you and spent time on you. You both were assholes in different ways.